So I understand that you're here today because you're upset because Child Protective Services has stepped in during your pregnancy. I know that this can seem frustrating, however, safety for you and your child is important. I also understand that there has been drug use during your pregnancy, which is why CPS is now involved, and ultimately why you're here with me as well. Is this drug use a regular occurrence or is it relatively new?
Well, all my friends have been smoking weed for years, but I have never tried it. Sometimes I feel as though if I was being judged for not smoking weed because once in a while my friends would say things like I'm a baby or that I'm too straight edge for the group. So I tried smoking weed about a month ago, so it's relatively new to me. I also didn't know I was pregnant when I first started using.
When you found out that you were pregnant, you continued to use. Were your friends continuing to say things to you that were pressuring you to use? And what about your pregnancy have you discussed? And what about your pregnancy have you discussed this with your friends yet? What were their reactions?
I haven't told my friends that I'm pregnant because I'm worried about the way that they'll think about me. I feel pressure from every direction right now because I'm pregnant and I have so many choices and adult situations that I don't even quite understand, let alone know what to do.
Well, this could explain why you're so angered by the involvement of CPS. How long have you been hanging out with this group of friends? Have you been friends with them for a long time?
No, we met over summer break last year. I used to hang out with a different group of friends, but we were bullied often for being unpopular. So I decided to try to make different friends.
When you hung out with the other group of friends, did you feel pressured to act a specific way or do specific things? And has the new group of friends always made you feel pressured or like you have something to prove?
No, for the most part, we just did stupid teenage girl things like gossip and talk about makeup or shopping. That's how the popular kids are. You have to stand out and act a certain way to be popular. It's not like I would just smoke weed for no reason.
It sounds as though you're very concerned about your status amongst your peers, which has led you to make some decisions that you wouldn't have made previously with your other group of friends. Do you think this statement is true? And if so, what do you think you could do to help resolve the issue that is leading you into this path?
I don't know, maybe I should stop hanging out with my friends.
I think that you're recognizing that you're making some poor choices based off your current group of friends. Do you think that if you had better supportive group of friends like the previous ones that would influence you to make better decisions and less pressure? I think support and solid relationships and friendships create healthy interactions not only between each other but within yourself. Would you be willing to speak with your last group of friends, maybe even just one of them, and see if you could rebuild a relationship and a bond?
Well, once in a while, I still talk to Sarah during gym class. She hangs out with all my old friends.
That's a great start. Maybe you and Sarah could go to a movie or to the mall this weekend together. I believe you have many steps you could take to help resolve your issue with CPS. However, what I'm hearing is that the origination of this started with a lack of solidarity with your current group of friends. What if we start small and create a goal in which you can help improve the situation before we tackle the drug use and CPS?
Well, CPS is already involved, so I don't think will even be able to get them off my back. How will being friends with Sarah do anything with CPS?
Well, we're just going to start with small changes first. These small goals are steps to help get to a greater end goal. Your priority is to yourself and your baby, correct?
Yes, that's what I have said. This is my body, and I'm making my choices for it.
Okay, I understand you have the right to make choices, but the well being for yourself and your baby is of the utmost importance. What about making one small choice to improve your friendships? Can you see the benefit in the first small goal of improving your friendships?
I know that I started smoking weed to get my friends off my back, so maybe If I have a better friends, I won't feel pressure to use anymore, and CPS will also get off my back.
So we're in agreement then. We are going to first start to improve your relationships with the people around you and then see how this affects your drug use and ultimately your situation involving your pregnancy and CPS. I know friendships are not instantaneous, but let's set a timeline and the conditions which we can use as a reference for you. Let's say you first start with reaching out to Sarah and you guys plan a friend date, maybe lunch this week. Another good way to build your friendship is to create conversations with her at school, not just in gym class. During break time or during homeroom, you guys can have conversations. Maybe after a couple weeks, you could have a get together with all of the girls in the group that you used to hang out with, and see how your interactions with them go. I think that while you're in school, you need to focus on your education, obviously, but I think you should try to interact with your solid friends often. You know, maybe sit with Sarah and the girls at lunch twice a week. Choose a new gym partner every single gym class. Every single day, try to start a conversation with a person you know does well at school about a specific assignment. These are all really small but effective steps for your first goal.
Okay, I think I can start to try these things.
Perfect. So just to repeat myself and establish our goals. Our first goal is to create better peer relationships, starting with reaching out to your friend Sarah and setting up a lunch date this week with her. From then on, I would like you to continue to talk to her during your downtime and build conversations. Also, reach out to the other friends of your former group and set up a group activity for the next weekend. You should try to sit with the girls at least twice a week for lunch. Also, make a goal for every day to reach out to other students by selecting a new gym partner each class and having a conversation with a student who you know does well in school about an assignment you're both working on. I think these are a great start, and we will continue to meet to check your steps and your progress.